All realms will tremble before me. Outworld will be the conquerors, never the conquered. Hey guys, me host Superstar, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's Shao Kahn. Let me turn the light away a little bit because it's dazzling, isn't it? Nope, apparently I can't do that. Apparently all I can do is just light my face a little bit nicer. Nope, that little ring's gonna be there, I'm sorry. But guys, it's Mortal Kombat 11 Shao Kahn. 22 moving parts from McFarlane's Toys. This action figure looks awesome. I could not resist picking this up. This is Shao Kahn from his look from Mortal Kombat 11 and was distributed by Bandai here in the UK. Definitely McFarlane Toys, you can tell by that logo, and I'm loving the artist renderings they've used on this one. They have actually used product shots all the way around, no CGI from what I can tell. I believe that's all product shot, which is awesome. And obviously Mortal Kombat and all its goodies are belonging to Warner Brothers and NetherRealm Studios. Let's go ahead and break Shao Kahn out of the packaging. So far in our Mortal Kombat series of videos, we've done Baraka and we've done Kitana. I missed out on the first round of Raiden and Johnny Cage, but we do now have Shao Kahn, and I also have Liu Kang. So Liu Kang's reveal will be coming very soon, and I believe I've already got on pre-order. Have they got? I want to say Kung Lao and someone else, but anyway, I've got some more on pre-order anyway. But yes, I love the McFarlane figures because they do look very good. The deco on them are brilliant. Sometimes they can be a little tricky with the articulation and the execution. You know, sometimes things are a bit too stiff and things like that. And the one problem with this figure is everyone's hammers have come absolutely destroyed because look how they've put it in the box. It is bending outwards because the plastic wasn't quite big enough. So everyone's hammers are now bent. Well done. It's kind of annoying, that. Right, I don't have to be kind to the box because we're not keeping the box. He's going to be going up on my shelf with the rest of them. Yeah, look at that. Look at the state of that. Why would they do that? It did not fit in the packaging. Oh. Gonna have to get some hot water and bend that back out. I'm scared of warping it more through bending it, to be honest. A wonky hammer. Technically could have a wonky hammer. No pun intended. As, what we on, Mortal Kombat 11 now? He's gone through several Mortal Kombats. His hammer's got to be getting wonky at this point. Oh, the jokes. Right. Let's go ahead and... I couldn't... This one didn't want to come out. There we go. This little base, it's the most troublesome little base ever. There we go. Base is free. Funnily enough, I think this is the first McFarlane's figure that didn't have any rope ties holding it in place. I'm so used to all McFarlane's figures having about 10 of them stupid rope ties. Does his helmet come off? No. That's a shame. Would have been good if the helmet came off. Alright. So here is Shao Kahn. I can't help but do that voice, I'm really sorry. I've watched the Mortal Kombat movie the other day, and do you remember that it was just a regular actor, and then they just made him talk like this the whole movie. It's like watching the first Thor film again. You know when Chris Hemsworth just tried too hard. I'm Thor, God of Thunder, hear me roar. Yeah, so basically I remember in the film it was diabolical, wasn't it? That Annihilation, and the guy was doing that voice for like the whole movie. Oh, anyway, this is the Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 11. Not much in the way of paint issues that I can see. There are a few little issues, like I've got some silver on the chest there. Oh, that wiped off, that's okay. I did have some gold flaking coming off of the figure, but that's fine. That's just residue from the factory. But yeah, some of these gold paintwork is a little bit iffy. There's a lot of red on the brown there. I've got a nice big gold splodge on the back of his jacket.
So paint issues are a little bit iffy on this one. But again, it may just be this particular figure, and there's some gold in his armor pieces as well that shouldn't be there. That's on the brown. So yeah, a few little niggles, but nothing too crazy. Articulation-wise, though, head is on a ball joint, so you can make him look up and down, left and right, which is nice. Not hindered at all by his armor pieces. His arm does lift up at this top hinge, does click into place 3 times, then does rotate. There's also rotation at that bicep with a double hinged elbow. It is hindered a little bit by this, because you can't get it to come back on itself because of the armor piece. But if you were to move it down and then crunch it again, yeah, you can get it completely rounded look, which is nice. Hands are on ball joints as well. That crunches around very nice. Hands are both able to carry the hammer. There's a little bit of a crunch there at his abdomen, and you can swivel on that as well a little bit. Legs do lift out. It is hindered a lot by his armor pieces. There's no top thigh cut though, but we do have double hinged knees that are just nicely clickable there. That's all. Again, you can pull that leg round, completely round upon itself, which is nice. No further leg cut, but there is the feet are on ball joints, and you've got the toe articulation on these as well, with it being McFarlane. So very nice. Let's get him in some form of hold here. The hammer is very, like I said, it's wonky. So that's going to be an absolute pain, and that's going to annoy the hell out of me while displaying this Shao Kahn. The actual hammer, though, does have the Mortal Kombat logo on, which is pretty nice. So I wanted to have it on his shoulder. But it looks like it's going to be too wonky to do that now. There we go. Okay, that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get. I need to squidge that hammer down a little bit to put on the shoulder. Yeah, that's as good as I'm kind of going to get, I think, with the way it's wonky. Kind of put his arm out a little bit. I wanted him to kind of like have it over his shoulder, with his arm more out stretched than that. But it's just going to cause the hammer to get even more wonky over time. So that's probably as good as I'm going to get. Hammer, eyes. I know a lot of people as well have got him displayed. Like, if I just push that hammer back onto the actual handle, all the way to the bottom, pull that down. I know a lot of people have been doing this pose to kind of get rid of the wonkiness. We've got to pull those. You got to slightly pull those fingers out a little bit. Ow, they're sharp. His fingers are very sharp. So you kind of have to push through the thumb. My God. But I'm going to have to get it through that one first, I think. If I go straight through the hand. Oh, yes, that other hand is very stiff. So the other hand's quite loosey-goosey by comparison. So if I put that end bit in the stabby hand, which has got the claws, because the other hand doesn't have them claws, surprisingly. God, I've made that more wonky trying to do this. Come on, you. No, that hammer is far too wonky. It's far too destroyed at this point to do anything with it. If I try and put that into this other hand, all I'm going to do is bend the hammer more. I was trying to get him to sort of stand, like this, with it sort of like some of the poses in the game do, but Can't even do that. I might not even pose it with the hammer at this point. It's just too bent and awful. Can't even. It's not even long enough to put in the ground, so you can have him doing the pose where he walks up and picks it up. So the hammer is definitely the weak point for me in this. I'm probably going to have to edit that to hell because I've just been staring down for like 10 minutes. But yeah, definitely that is the weak point. Guys, let's head on down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at the Shao Kahn. So let's go down to the desk cam. So guys, this is Shao Kahn out of the packaging, looking awesome. I wanted to get up close because these armor pieces are amazingly done. Some of the paintwork on them is a little bit iffy, like I said earlier, but most of it is absolutely immaculate looking. I even love the fact that they've even managed to paint the eyes pretty well behind the mask. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is definitely Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 11. I'm loving that gold look on here as well. So Shao Kahn, the Conqueror, the Emperor of Outworld, he served as the main antagonist for most of the video games series. And in many respects, he resembles a large warrior known for his godlike strength, which rivals and even usually sometimes exceeds that of Raiden. He's been known in the past in some of the games, especially some of those ones that were around, God, about like Deception and things like that. Around that time, he thoroughly kicked the crap out of Raiden on top of that temple in Armageddon. He's also known for his extreme callousness, brutality, ferociousness in battle, and fondness for personal executions. Although he occasionally spared lives of his subordinates after providing their worth to him, he also spared the lives of victims such as Sindel and Kitana, raising the latter as his own daughter and treating her and treating the former like his wife. However, his true power has served him well and has allowed him to rise above the image of a mere warlord and his high intelligence and profound knowledge of the black art. Like his subordinate Shang Tsung, he has the power to consume souls. Your soul is mine. It is revealed in Mortal Kombat Deception that Shao Kahn was an advisor to Outworld as Raiden was to Earthrealm, which would suggest that he is in fact a god, as well as the former protector of Outworld during Onaga's rule. Very, very cool character. So yeah, like I said, he is the sort of protective father, should we say, of Kitana, even though she usually fights against him. And he was one of the reasons that we ended up with Melina, wasn't it? Didn't he? Basically, because Kitana wouldn't fight with him, didn't he create Melina? Then no, is it Melina? I can't remember. The story's been that long and that thing. I've written down a few little things that I remember, but yeah, the story's been that convoluted at this point. But yeah, with Onaga and Shiva and everything else in between that's happened, there's a lot happened to this character. But either way, McFarlane have captured the likeness of that from Mortal Kombat 11, and he's definitely up there as one of my favourite characters, especially growing up with the movies that we grew up with, like Annihilation. I know they were terrible, but as a kid, they were thoroughly enjoyable, and still are to this day to some extent. But guys, what are your thoughts on this awesome figure? Is this one going to be one you're going to pick up for your Mortal Kombat collection? Let me know in the comments below. But guys, what are your thoughts on this figure? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video review of Shao Kahn, then please let us know in the comments down below. I do try and respond to a lot of comments. It is getting harder as the channel grows, but I do try and respond to as many people as possible. And if you want to interact with me in more places, the best place is Instagram. I love conversing on Instagram, and I do always try and respond there as well. So make sure you hit me up at Super Sorrel on Instagram. Guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Super Sorrel. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us, really helps us out, and helps us to keep making awesome videos. Thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time, flawless victory. Bye!